Yo, 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 it's your boy here, half to the hope, trying to be the best man that I can be. Um, I want to talk about Man City in this for this day. I want to talk about Man City. I want to talk about Pellegrini, especially who has had his final match ever for Man City. Um, and as well as that, also talking about the end of the season for the Premiership, for La Liga, and obviously Bayern Munich winning their Bundesliga champions and all that kind of crap. But first of all, I want to really deal with Pellegrini to begin with. And I think the thing with Pellegrini is this: is that I said it about a month ago. I think Pellegrini is trolling Pep. Um, I think that somehow he intentionally wants to, because this may be conspiracy theory or not, who knows. I think that Pellegrini is intentionally trying to sabotage the Man City from finishing in top four out of the Champions League, so he can pretty much troll your boy Pep. So Pep is going to come in and going to have to
Um,
take over a team that are not even in the Champions League places. Because I
I,
mean,
I think Pellegrini is doing Pep a favor because I don't believe Pep would have finished top four the first season. I don't believe he would have. He's not going
Really,
to finish
really.
top four.
Oh,
well,
really?
Mr. Alleged Bayern supporter, aren't you happy that Bayern have won three Bundesliga in a row? Isn't that enough for Pep? Hasn't he proven himself?
No. First of all, people will say Pep is a failure at Bayern Munich because
Mm.
the man was brought to win the Champions League. I mean, how other people are celebrating about Bundesliga. First of all, there's nothing to celebrate. And
Actually,
he did
actually,
well, like with developing players and like better playing style. But apart from not getting the
No, no,
Bundesliga
wait,
failure.
wait. Let's just keep it on Pellegrini to begin with.
All right, okay.
So
Oh
do
yeah,
you feel that
oh yeah, because with his possession style, I mean, there's no breaks in the APL. He has his team will be injured. There'll be a lot of injuries, so he won't make it.
no, okay, no, because for me, my thing is that I think that the reason, in my opinion, of why City have had such a horrible season and why they are because again, all United have to do is win two games. United win two games, that's it. They're now in the top four. But I think the reason why City are in this situation is they only have themselves to blame. Because for Pellegrini, whatever he does, he's sacked. So what motivation does he have to really win? What motivation do the players have when they already know that this manager is going to be sacked and they already know who their new coach is going to be? Because I can see
it's
from
not.
the players that they don't have the same kind of hunger and chemistry and unity that they had last season or the season before.
Yeah, it's not only Pellegrini. Most of those players won't be there next year because they're all going to be sold. Because that team needs major, major work. Needs new defenders in the right back, left back. It needs a new midfield. It needs a lot of work. So
No, no,
most of the
but
players will
remember,
not
I
even
mean,
be
Manny,
there.
but these were the same dudes that won the Premiership.
Yeah,
Same
but
dude.
most of them are done. Like the main
Toure especially.
yeah
To
company yeah
yeah,
company
yeah,
is like the main.
yeah, Toure, yeah, Toure. It was a major downfall from last season. He cannot even do, against Madrid. Toure was
Yeah,
just
I mean,
he was just walking. I mean, it was sad.
no,
Yeah,
I
when
think,
the
look, man, I think with the thing with, I mean, Toure 100% he's done, but I think even despite that, okay, we can say, okay, these players have reached the age in which they cannot really offer anything more to the team, and they pretty much have reached a point where, okay, they're not really as competitive anymore. But I think even despite that, talent is talent, skill is skill, and that's those City boys, not even the team, their squad, that squad is good enough to at least, especially in this season of all seasons, to finish at least second, minimum of second at least. Because remember,
I
the
mean
points score this season has been one of the lowest in the Premiership history. So
I mean, so are Chelsea, but sometimes things don't go well with the teams. So I think Guardiola is going to have a lot of work to remake that team. I think they need more work than Liverpool at this
I
point.
think he's gonna ship out a lot of players like
Oh no, 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 no,
Sterling.
no. It's gonna be a complete. Basically, it depends how much, because these boys they are rich, man. So it depends how much they can give him to spend. But I mean, literally about 70% of the team is gonna be completely new.
Oh no, I disagree. I think he has to work with train some players like Raheem Sterling,
What
because
Sterling?
you know what? Because people, every team knows that you can steal from Man City. You can this oil money teams. You can charge double the amount, because you think any team would sell to City for cheap prices. They know that everyone knows City has money, so they're going to double or triple the price tag.
Well, no, no, for me, I think, look, but with regards to Pellegrini, I think, because obviously this guy, he's been trending. Well, first of all, Giroud was trending for like hours, and then he thankfully went off the trending thing. But now Pellegrini is still trending, and my thing is that I think the reason why he's trending is because it was his last home game of the season, and he gave out his speech, and he gave out his speech to a stadium that was pretty much
It was
80%
completely empty. Yeah.
and people were saying like, why should you feel sorry for Pellegrini? Blah blah. What has he done? My thing is, you have to look at the reality of the situation, because this is what I believe. People may say I'm wrong, but this is what I believe. You pretty much sacked a manager in February. You sacked him. You said that these are going to be the last few months of your season. Okay, that's fair enough. Even if it was a bit weird, it's fair enough because you were dragging it. But you not only sacked him, you already told him of his successor. So I think that you have to say that it's such a bad move from the board, because this is about mentality and psychology, and you mess with the mentality and the psychology of the team by saying that this your manager, he's not only sacked, but he's not going to be taking over this new coveted coach that's everybody wants and is the most in-demand coach in the world. So
I
you're
mean,
putting the players, their mentality, in a very weird position of like, oh, okay, should we try? Should we not really try that? And because they were playing badly, sure, before the announcement, but since the announcement, the team has just been in complete disarray, just a complete mess.
I
Yeah,
mean,
because it's true. Because some of the players know they're not going to make it. So what's the point of trying? I mean, it was a wrong move. Because I mean, a person like Toure, he's not going to be there next season. So why would he?
Fernando
Why
won't
would
be there for
yeah? Well, why would they put effort? It doesn't. It will all be in vain. So there's no point.
Navas won't be there.
to be fair, Van Gaal and Man United did the same thing with not saying the manager. It's the same. Either way, it'll cause problems. So if you don't announce it, there's gonna be speculation, questions. Then it's gonna be the same thing. So there's no way he was gonna win. People were already discussing that he was gonna leave, so they just had to get it out of the way. It's better if they failed. They failed because of themselves. It's not because of that. They were awful that night. Toure was lazy, and it was all in their hands basically. So it's nothing to do with the manager
No, no, no,
leaving.
no, no. Look, for me, I respectfully disagree, because I think that like with anything with football, it's not purely based on the people. It's also based on the mentality. It's based on the psychology and how things are. So, and I think what played a really big part was really that announcement, man. The announcement, I just think that just really messed them up in a mental sense. But I think basically moving beyond there, going to now the crescendo of the season, because now we're now really pretty much on the last day of the season. Like Bundesliga, that's been sorted out. Ban, surprise, surprise. Wow, I never saw that coming.
Over Liga.
Oh yeah, Ligue 1. Oh, so
Not a surprise.
did PSG win Ligue 1?
I don't know. Can someone inform me if they have?
Oh wow, I mean, like I don't know.
They won 2 months ago.
They want to fire Blanc though. He's got, I think he got like a recent contract extension, so Blanc is staying for sure.
What?
That's small club mentality.
I mean, like
Small
technically,
No,
all
no,
they
no,
require.
no. I mean, like literally. First of all, for Laurent Blanc winning Coach of the Season, that's blasphemous. I think it should be the Lyon person that should really win it. First of all, that's just blasphemous. And I think if it is true that they've given that guy another contract, those PSG owners, you obviously are a bunch of clowns. You obviously don't really care about the bigger picture. But look, That's what they missed. I didn't want to delve in that. So really, we have. I mean, to be honest, the only thing that's really of interest is this Premiership Champions League place. La Liga is done. It's finished. I mean,
Actually, let me.
I mean,
there's a
Abdul's
0% chance
hopeful of.
Barcelona are dropping points against Granada because
Let me just.
Abdul's hopeful.
no. Look, Abdul came up on this show and told me that Espanyol, it's tricky, man. These guys have a chance. It's a derby. What was the score?
5-0.
Yeah.
5.
Yep.
So how do you go from this could be
A tough match.
possible thing that they could do something to 5-0? I mean. So really, for me, La Liga. If Barcelona dropped points against Granada, someone was paid. Someone was paid. I don't care who. Someone was paid.
A referee, probably. A referee.
No. You know what? No,
Like,
referee, players, somebody got paid. There is a 0% chance Barcelona are dropping points against Granada. So the only thing that is up for grabs.
I mean, all they have to do is turn up, literally, man. That's all they have. Just turn up. That's it.
Look, they can play Batra as striker, and they'll still beat those guys. They can put Batra and Sergio Roberto as strikers, and they'll still beat them. I think
Sergio Roberto.
No. Look, the main thing that is about is this Premiership thing, is the Champions League places, because I really feel that United, because remember they did this last season where out of nowhere they got that fourth place. I think United, even if it's tough because they've got West Ham and someone else, I think United might actually do it. But also, Mohamed, man, you know what? Even if it's counting against it, because I was actually speaking to a few Tottenham guys on Twitter, man. I'm like, I think Arsenal will actually, at the last day, will go ahead of Tottenham. Because remember,
Newcastle.
Because Villa, look, that's like
exactly like Ronaldo. You just turn up.
Yeah, so Newcastle have to win, so they're really going to be playing against something. Tottenham, you've drawn a game, drawn another game, you've lost at home, and you're now playing away against a team that have to win. So if you Tottenham, them winning is like a pride thing. But for
Tottenham are a joke of a club. But I mean, these people were supposed to be title contenders. Now they are fighting with title sport. There'll be nothing. They're nothing.
This is their best season ever.
This is that. Leicester. Remember, we were thinking that could Tottenham do something, and now Leicester are 10 points clear. So Leicester are now 10 points clear going into the last game. Because remember, I think Chelsea won it by 7 or 8 points. So if Leicester beats Chelsea, which they most likely will, they'd have won it by, because 10 points, that's a clean-up. That is a clean-up.
With the Champions League spots, I don't think City cares that much, because either way, they're not good enough to win it. So it doesn't.
They
really
care.
matter.
They care. I mean,
no.
Revenue
The way they're playing against Arsenal, they really cared. Because those guys because they knew what was happening, they really tried.
I mean, revenue-wise, they actually care, and Pep is also coming in, so they also care.
I mean, yeah, but it doesn't really matter.
Let me ask you though: do you think Arsenal will finish above Tottenham?
I don't even care, man.
Hey, don't give me that crap. You do care, because
I do care.
As long as I've been watching football, I've never seen Tottenham finish above Arsenal.
Me neither, but
the difference is like 3 or 4 games in the group stages, and then one.
I mean, the way Tottenham's season is going downhill is kind of crazy, because they're supposed to be on an uphill, and it's just.
Mythos, Mr. Mythos, welcome, Mythos, Mr. United man. Very quickly, will United beat City to the? Do you actually know how exciting this is? Because you're actually having 2 rivals who have something at stake.
What's up, geez?
For the last day of the season. It's very exciting. Okay, so Mythos, will United beat City to the last place?
Depends on Tuesday. If we beat West Ham, then we're getting 4th. So.
And do you believe you will beat West Ham?
Well, I don't know, man. That's going to be one hell of a.
Remember what I told you? I think this was like weeks ago.
It's their last game. It's their last
I said
game
that
up to March,
United
man.
would get top 4, and you were laughing at me. I said, I think United may sneak in at top 4.
Did you see us play yesterday? I mean,
atrocious.
Absolutely
Who cares?
terrible, man. Absolutely.
Come on,
It's
Norwich are
Norwich.
not a joke, man. Norwich are not a joke. Norwich wear the same kit as Brazil, so they're not a joke.
We were shocking, man.
They're probably as bad as Brazil, though.
The
So.
only good
They
thing
should-
is that
they should get rid
the
of
only
the-
good thing is
they
Van Gaal was resting players for Tuesday.
They should get rid of the fourth place, to be honest. I'm tired of seeing these average teams get in the Champions League. Get rid of
You
that
mean
fourth
Arsenal,
place.
right? Just say it.
Yep, Arsenal, yeah, exactly. I'm tired of seeing them. They're just wasting time. Like, if you're not going to be there to compete, what's the point? Might as well finish 10th.
Well, it's all about
Yeah.
it's all about taking parts.
It's all about the money, man.
That doesn't
And
matter, though. I don't really...
Look,
taking part means
Mohammed
nothing.
hit the nail on the head. It's about cash, Mohammed. It's
30
sorry,
mil,
it's about cash.
30 mil. Is it 30 mil per match or something like that? It's crazy.
We talk
So
about
look,
See, I don't-
the money is good, man. So
Money is good.
Cheat people out of some cash. Hell no.
Yeah, but about Champions League, Madrid are going to be massacred by Atletico. That
Juju,
a bit off
man,
topic.
please.
No, listen.
That's what you said about Bayern massacre.
No, look at their road. It was Wolfsburg, Roma, City.
I think
They'll be shocked.
I think they'll win by 1-0 or something.
No.
Not really.
Basically, I think no, for me, I'm still
didn't deserve to
well, still a few ways away. I'm still leaning towards Real. I'm still leaning towards. Remember,
Because you know Atletico,
Real, man.
Atleti are out of La Liga, so it's only Champions League, and that's it. This is their only focus for the next weeks.
Madrid are out of La Liga as well, man. Come on.
Oh no, but Madrid they're still dreaming up there.
Once, man. They can really look. I told you. That's why I say for me. I just wish I could just tell Abdul that look, forget La Liga. That's not even on the cards.
What I will say though, at least Man City drawing today, at least it has made the last day of the Premier League
Oh
interesting.
no, very exciting.
Otherwise you'd have like well. 'cause if Sunderland
have to beat West Ham. Because if United draw or lose, then
No, we can still do it, but we have to basically. Depends what City do against Swansea.
I don't see City even beating Swansea. Bro. So
But what I'm saying is, if say we lose against West Ham,
Mm.
and then City lose against Swansea, but we beat Bournemouth.
Oh yeah,
we
true.
get approved that way, so.
That is true. And the way City are playing, man, away from home, Swansea, that could be a draw.
What happened to that Silva, man? The guy just looks like completely different players. He looks so slow.
Yeah, if we beat West Ham,
David
then
Silva.
Yeah,
David
he's getting
Silva.
old.
Okay, look, with Barman, like, quickly, explain this to me. What is this beef with Giroud? Why is my guy Giroud having so much hate? I don't
20 games,
he's awful, man.
He's
no
rubbish.
goals.
He's rubbish.
Today was his
All he
first goal in 20
scored
games.
again.
The guy is absolutely rubbish.
So you can't give a guy praise for scoring a headed goal?
Also, can you delete that Giroud?
Nah, it's
Where
too
was
short. I'm actually gonna
It's
report
quite-
that.
it's quite incriminating to
I'm
me
not deleting anything.
But the fact that he scored now, Wenger's gonna be like, oh, he can still do it.
See, the point I don't get is why Arsenal are complaining Giroud is rubbish. I mean, the whole club is rubbish. It's a joke. So I don't know why they're complaining. Seriously, why are they complaining?
At least we're
It's
not,
their
at least we're not
guy.
traitors switching clubs.
No, winners.
Arsene Wenger is Giroud level manager.
I mean,
True, actually,
look,
I'll agree with that.
basically, look, the way I see it,
Giroud,
okay, the way I see the last year of the Premiership going is like, I really believe that Tottenham, Newcastle, I think Newcastle are going to beat Tottenham. Arsenal, let's hope and pray that they don't botch up against Villa.
Newcastle relegated, man. They're already gone, man. Come on.
Look, they still have something to play for. I mean,
No,
my
they don't
gosh.
have anything to play for, man.
If Newcastle get relegated,
Newcastle
there's-
is the only team.
guys, Sunderland do
Newcastle
this
are the
every year,
only
literally.
only team in the league not to beat Aston Villa. Newcastle are the only team in the league not to beat Aston Villa.
Oh god.
if Newcastle get relegated, is Rafa going to coach Division 2?
No, he's gonna go.
No,
Only
man.
Valencia-
I think it's in his
So
contract.
Sunderland have a game in hand.
No, Sunderland
Let
have.
me check.
If Sunderland win on Wednesday, Newcastle are down. So,
Oh,
Yeah, Sunderland have a game in.
and
hand,
guess
yeah,
who Sunderland have? They've got Everton at
Down.
home. Which is, that might as a good.
Sunderland do this every year, guys.
Yeah,
So-
exactly, man. They do this literally every year, man.
And they got big
they're just
Sam.
So it's basically like Sunderland are like the new Southampton, man, where they just keep on plugging through.
Every year
well,
they're in the relegation zone and they just keep.
Means a
so,
new
so
Wigan.
basically, look, basically,
New
if
Wigan.
Sunderland, if Sunderland win on Wednesday, then I'll still say draw. I'll still say a 1-1 draw.
Nah, man.
Wait, Norwich is not fully relegated either. It's crazy.
Norwich is
Norwich are
gone,
out,
bro.
man.
They're gone.
They have a game in hand, and
Oh yeah, so wait.
Yeah, but even if Sunderland win and
But
Norwich
it's
win,
tricky. It's
Newcastle will be down for sure.
Yeah.
But Norwich is pretty much just hanging
because Norwich are on 31, Newcastle 34, Sunderland on 35.
Bournemouth have survived pretty much.
Oh no, yeah. If Sunderland win, then it doesn't matter.
If Sunderland win, like it's finished. You know. It's finished. Okay, I mean,
What
look,
would be funny though?
I mean,
Sunderland win-
it's definitely the relegation zone has been more
if
exciting.
if Sunderland win their last 2 games and Chelsea lose against Leicester, Sunderland will be, I think, only 4 or 5 points behind Chelsea.
Only if Chelsea were in this position this time. Fuck.
If only if
your boys have been a mess, so I beg you. Your boys have really. This has been a wretched season for your boys.
Mohammed,
With the Chelsea,
if only Arsenal win against Chelsea 6
with the Chelsea situation, it tells you how bad Syria is. Because you remember Chelsea were like struggling the same time with Juventus, and then no, with the same time Chelsea were like struggling, losing the same number of games as Juventus, but Juventus somehow just went to the top of the league. That's how bad Syria is.
They won 15 straight games. Juventus, wasn't it? Wasn't it 15 or 16 straight?
Because look, man, because if
the difference is
even if City, even if United lose to West Ham, they can still come fourth.
Yeah, but we can't. I don't think we can. I think it'd be better if we beat West Ham.
And also, another news: Celtic have won the Scottish League.
How many times in a row?
Wow, man. That's my mama. Thanks for that. Bro.
The sky is blue. The glass is blue.
Also, Ajax, PSV won. Ajax bottled it.
Oh,
I mean, has anyone actually ever watched the Scottish League?
Muyoko, let me just, since you're a chess guy, let me just quickly ask you this question: how do you feel Conte coming in can put Chelsea back at the top of the pile?
No.
Whoa, why not?
I would have been more confident this summer just having Mourinho and just having a clear out of basically all the players that didn't show up.
That is blasphemy. You can't say that in front of Blackjack Sal, because Conte is a Moji disciple and Mourinho is
Juju man, don't insult my boy.
Mourinho. What a joke.
Here we go with the conspiracy theories.
But I mean, Conte does have a silver lining by the fact that we won't have any European football next year. So he'll have like the whole week basically to prepare for one match. So maybe in that sense, we'll be able to, pick up points.
Wait, do you know how I say it? I say it in the sense of look at what Ranieri did with Leicester.
It's exactly the same.
And also, Conte is a very tactical coach who preaches to the defense and saw solidity and discipline. And as you said, no Champions League football, no European football.
No John Terry.
I'm already putting it right down. I'm putting my bet on Chelsea next season.
Man, I'm gutted for John Terry, man. That's kind of like.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm putting a pound on each team next year.
He's still racist, but
and hoping a team does a Leicester next year.
Okay, guys. Do you know what? Let me tell you. Perhaps the dumbest thing I've heard of 2016, and probably the dumbest thing I'll hear of all 2016 is there are people who actually put bets on Burnley to win the league next year.
Oh, I knew you said that last year.
Why not? Why not? Like, why not put $1 on them?
One of my friends was actually telling me about this today. Literally, I was like, what the fuck?
It's no.
It wouldn't be Burnley. I think I put it rather on.
Okay, Omiyoko, do you know why it's stupid? Because if you're a betting house,
is it more stupid than putting money on?
Let's just see how stupid people really are. Let's put some really interesting odds on Burnley. Because somehow people think that because Leicester won the preseason.
You never know.
Freaking
what about
Burnley.
Leicester?
Oh yeah, you never know. Let me just put £10. You never know.
That's £10 is too much. That's like a meal.
No, I'm putting a pound on Burnley.
Basically, you know,
like pence or like 50 cents or something.
Yeah,
no.
I've got
Gary Lineker even said it's right. It's like putting a pound or $1 on Burnley, you're basically throwing away money. You're throwing away money. There is
It's like
an
putting money
honest
What about Leicester?
0%
People would throw
chance
away
Burnley
on
are winning the
Arsenal.
league next season.
Half
money on
of shut up, man, shut up.
He said money on Arsenal.
Yo, half of
To be
it was
honest, if
like
you look at the odds, for some reason Arsenal are second favourite, which I don't understand.
Wait, quickly, very quickly, off topic, very quickly. Guys, Amir Khan, I think.
oh my lord. I told Abdul he had a weak chin that night. Like
To be honest, well, I don't know why he went 2 divisions up anyway. He went
Anybody
2
that knew
divisions
boxing knew that was gonna happen, guys.
Guys,
I mean,
I literally told Abdul he was gonna get knocked out.
No,
he has a-
Don't mention that, Paki.
he has a glass.
Why are people so
Whoa,
racist?
whoa,
Hey, yo,
whoa,
Juju.
whoa.
that was seriously, that was horrific. No, but literally, guys, it was so bad that literally he almost broke his legs. And because do you know how it is? Because I think Bernard Hopkins actually like said that he got hit twice.
Damn.
First from Canelo, and also when he
The canvas.
Oh damn.
Guys, because literally that was nasty.
The guy was in an ambulance.
Oh, no.
I mean, literally.
I mean,
He's
listen,
taken away.
I mean, that was Lord. That wasn't. I mean, but you know the thing though. Again, I don't want to spend so much time on this. That's why Mayweather is so clever, because Mayweather knew that don't go toe to toe with, because this guy is known for being a heavy hitter, and Mayweather said like, I'm not going toe to toe with this guy. You will not catch me.
Mayweather made him look silly.
He just tired him out, man. Literally was just running
No,
around.
but the thing though, when a guy has such a heavy hit, you don't go toe to toe with a guy like that. You've got to go tactical, because that guy.
No, I mean, what he was trying to do was beat him with speed and combination moves. That was it. His whole game plan was based on that and not getting hit.
Okay, look. Let's
He was doing well. though. He was
Can we
doing
also
well.
talk
He
about
got
one
knocked
more
out the
thing?
same way against Danny Garcia. I mean, if you know boxing, it was obvious that once Canelo figured out his pacing after the first few rounds, he was just gonna get hit and just knocked out.
Man, no. Look, man.
Is Canelo Irish or something?
Mexican, man. He's right. Fuck, though.
Nah.
No. Look, that was messed up, man. But look, man, look.
I think you guys. I wanted to talk about. You're talking about Leicester's chances in the Champions League on Friday.
Oh my
I
god.
think you guys have been a bit disrespectful.
Look, Leicester, they're getting. Actually, no. Guys, wait a minute.
They're gonna be in pot 1, so they have chances.
I'm putting a pound on Leicester to win the Champions League, man.
They're 100 to 1, man. 100 to 1.
Let's be no, guys. Let's be real. Because remember,
They'll get out of the group, I think.
because they're gonna get cash for the season,
Mhm.
and Ranieri, he's gonna because he knows Syria very well, so he's gonna look at Syria, and remember that's buffoon, Ede, who was playing for Sampdoria. He had the chance to actually come to Leicester. he
But at
decided
the
to
time,
do
you were
something
saying
like that.
Inter was the right choice.
What level of player do you guys
What the
think
hell
Leicester
happened?
can get?
I mean,
Yeah,
basically, basically, there's this guy like Soriano from Sampdoria, a very good midfield player. That kind of like a mid-level range where the guy is very good, but he's not really known on the radar. So like you have your Soriano, obviously Roma already took El Sharawi, but that kind of player where
I mean,
people don't know about them, but they're pretty good.
If Stoke City are getting like Bojan and Shaqiri and those kinds of players, Leicester City should be able to get a pretty good, decent.
No. They basically look. There are a lot of good players who are not getting a showing for the teams they're playing for, and especially in the Syria, you can go into the Syria and you can do some pretty. Look, man,
You can do decent business.
They can buy Ian.
Scouting got them Kanti and Mahrez, so
Ian
there's
Nacho would be a
lot more
good
money,
signing
a lot
too.
more pull because people now know, hey man, I'm now going to play Champions League football. If we go the pull of Champions League football as well, Leicester.
But see,
Let's talk. If they have some nice buys, let's talk, man.
What about Boney, man?
can sign-
Why if
Listen,
they
they
get
can-
Boney?
Forget that. Forget that.
Do you want to sign a?
They can
Go
sign Ramsey for $5 million,
Take him for free, man. Fucking hell.
Hey, look, man, keep your man Ramsey. He's done enough for you, man.
Well, I'm to Welbeck, man.
The thing is,
Injury.
I'm gutted
You're
Welbeck's
just
injured,
signing
man.
up for Champions League
This
football
means
for one
Walcott's
season.
gonna
Jack
be picked
Roche
for
is
the
back
bloody-
though.
No, but it means Walcott's going to pick
Automatic
for the
starter
bloody
for
England
England
squad.
now. Who
That's
cares?
a-
Whoa, look, man, don't push your luck,
England.
bro. You can't just say
England's gonna
automatic
win.
starter. I
He's
bet.
coming.
Here's my point on. I want to talk about
Who are they gonna play? Henderson. Drink water.
What's your prediction for top four next season? Because I think City won't make it. Pep won't make
Force
top four.
Arsenal, book that.
Leicester relegated for sure.
No.
No. I think basically for next, basically,
I think it's gonna return to the same.
Wait,
I
wait,
think all the big teams.
No, I think
let
it'll
me
be.
put my predictions for all leagues. As far as Serie A goes, Juventus are going to top it next season. Roma are going to come second, and you're going to probably have like Inter,
Napoli.
Bed.
Yeah. Napoli.
You guys don't think that the
Bundesliga guys,
Milan is gonna be back?
Bundesliga, I'm going to say Dortmund are going to win Bundesliga next season.
Guys,
Wow.
No way.
No way. No way.
guys, I want to make a bold
Look,
statement.
man, let me finish, man. Let me finish. I beg, let me finish. So
Ancelotti.
we're going to have
He's a better-
Dortmund, then Bayern. League One, irrelevant.
All right, scratch.
Premiership,
You mean you don't have
for Chelsea.
Marseille?
I'm going to go for Chelsea.
No, not Chelsea,
Chelsea
man. Come
fan,
on.
of course.
Nah, man. Chelsea.
Chelsea to win the league.
Chelsea.
I thought was a Chelsea fan. You know what?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
City, United.
Nah, we're not.
Liverpool.
Depends who we get. If Van Gaal's still there, we're
The-
not.
Guys, if
Liverpool-
Mourinho signs for United, United will win the league next year.
No,
Trust
they
me.
won't.
Why?
You know what? That's a
You see
decent
the-
How
my
is
boy,
that?
man.
Mourinho will win the league with United in Pep's first season and solidify his place as a better coach.
Like, no, look, man. Mythos, tell your boys, get my boy on that coach's bench. Right,
said-
start right
Yeah, I don't know why people like Mourinho. Mourinho is nothing special. This boy, overrated
Check
man.
manager.
Yeah,
Right,
checkbook.
get my boy.
Do you know what I want?
Why do people always say checkbook manager with Mourinho when there's an example of Porto? He
Porto
won
was
the
corrupt.
UEFA Cup.
You see, that Porto thing is a myth. That Porto win is a myth. It's a myth. That team was good. That team was good.
That team was good, but how much money was spent to create it?
Actually, look at
So you know what? Mourinho, what Mourinho does is someone else builds the team. This man just comes, put a little bit pieces, and then he wins, and then lifts. Where were Porto after he left?
Mourinho made that
Collapse.
Chelsea team and he made that.
Oh no! That's a lie. That's a lie.
I want
Let's
Simeone,
take
man.
Mythos
No,
first,
no.
and then Mythos, talk.
Well, I'm saying if Atletico win the Champions League, I think we can get Simeone.
Stevie, what? No way, man.
Jimmy, what?
I think he'll leave.
So,
Why would
Mythos, I
Simeone
basically
leave?
said everybody.
Well, if he wins the Champions League, he can't win anything else, can he?
No, Simeone is only going to Inter. Like that's the only place he'd
Yep.
go.
Either Inter or Argentina.
Or
still-
Lazio.
Now they say that, but no.
He doesn't know English as well, so I don't know if he's gonna want to go Premier League.
I don't know how.
Look, man, I think for me, Simeone, I think that, to be honest, man, I think
It's a downgrade,
it could
man.
be either two teams, either Inter or Argentina.
Guys, Bayern Munich will win the Champions League next year with Ancelotti. Mark my words.
I don't think so.
You know, and let me
They'll be closer
jump
than
off
what
that.
Pep did.
Let me jump off that. Hence, why you know what I said next season. I think Dortmund will win the Bundesliga. Bayern could win the Champions League next season. That's what I think could happen.
You do realise Hummels is going to go to Bayern, right?
Well, look, and so
Why is
Hummels-
everyone assuming
He's their captain. He's
Hummels, please, wait.
Hummels is
Why
basically the
everyone
white
assume
David
Hummels
Luiz.
is going to Bayern? Hummels hasn't said that he's going to Bayern. He said he
no.
wants
He has. come
I
out
think
and
he's-
said
I
that
think
he
he's
wants
going,
to
man.
join Bayern.
No. He said he wants out of the club.
He's
No.
going to
He
Bayern.
said Bayern. He said Bayern. He said.
they're
Bayern.
working on a deal.
That's not what I read, guys.
No. Trust me. Like, it's
Read
basically
sites, bro.
in German newspapers and everything. Like my German boys have been telling me that, like in Germany, because most of his family live in Munich. His mother lives in Munich.
He started his career there. You have to remember.
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying
He
there's a
says like he
possibility.
just wants to go back. Like, and also, hence why.
I think he's leaving.
Like,
Even if he doesn't.
It's like
go
a
to
Cesc
Madrid.
Fabregas thing with Arsenal and Barcelona. He just wants to go back home.
Well, it's not
And
really, yes.
guys, can we really?
Did it work out?
Can you really
Yeah.
really argue with that?
Oh,
I mean,
dude.
basically, for me, I think the Marigold Lewandowski thing was scandalous. That was just that was terrible.
That was
Oh,
more
No, I think
scandalous.
you see that's my problem with Pep, because everyone I'm going back to the topic of everyone saying he's not a failure, but Mario Götze was on that bench against Atletico, so you can't tell me this man. Hopefully Götze stays, but you can't tell me that man was not a failure. And yeah, Ancelotti will win the treble next year.
Guys, can we talk about Arbeloa's final game compared to
Oh my
Casillas' final
god.
game? Just
You
compare
really
the two.
want us to spend time talking about Arbeloa's final game?
I actually had to
Just
think
compare
through
it.
that
Just
one.
compare it in your mind. Don't even
What
talk
on
about it.
earth
Just
has
compare it.
Arbeloa done in his entire career of any game?
To be honest, he was a good right back.
Just compare it to Casillas' last game.
He was
Based on that.
Liverpool man. He wasn't all that.
That's actually, you know what? That's actually a good point. There's like
Is Casillas going to start at the Euros?
Arbeloa's.
No, he's not. He's
And
De Gea's
Arbeloa is,
number one
is literally from the gutter.
But Del Bosque's crazy, you know.
now. De Gea is number one for Spain.
Yeah, but you have Del Bosque is an
Casillas
idiot.
captain man.
You know what Del Bosque did in that 2014 World Cup that messed me up? Because he took all the Xavi and dumped like he instead of taking Gabi from Atleti and the boys from Atleti and the youngsters like Isco and all the guys, he took Xavi and all these old people to the World Cup to just get battered.
Guys,
They were stuffed against.
if Saul is not on the bench for the Euros, I will stop watching football.
No. I mean, no, look, basically, for me, I think. Okay, let's quickly touch up on the Euros very quickly, like last 20 minutes or 10 minutes of the show. Now, for me, I think that, first of all, as I said before, Euros, there are no clear favorites. This is the most
Not this year,
open
no.
Euros ever.
England are gonna win.
No.
Man, do you want to get...
Yes,
Do you think something like
if
Greece
Leicester
04
can
can
win the
happen
Premier
again?
League, England can win the Euros.
One more thing. Who wants to watch Saul? Really, I don't want to see Saul in any team in the Euro.
Yeah,
Seriously.
of course you don't, because he
Thanks for
destroyed your team.
input. Wait, no, look,
Of course you don't want to watch him.
but there's no look, man. The way I see the Euros is that, look, man, Spain worries me. Because let me tell you something right now.
Nah, I'm not worried about that.
Spain.
Mohammed,
See, Spain are talented, but Del Bosque is an idiot.
Start meeting people. Let me land. Sevilla, they're about to embark on their third final, so they have a very good chance of winning 3
Nah,
trophies in a row.
But most of the players that played for
Hey, my
that team
friend,
ain't Spanish.
let's a man
Not
speak. I
Spanish,
beg.
though.
Please.
Okay.
Basically, Sevilla, they're about to embark on a third final, and for me, they will be going into that final as favorites. Believe that.
Europa League.
Spain.
That competition was made for
The
smaller
reason why I
clubs.
worry about Spain is that, first of all, they're no favorites. This isn't Germany with Klose or Bart Simpson. And this is Germany who have been very hokey in the group stages. And apart from that, I don't see any out-and-out killer team of like, this is now the team to beat.
France?
Spain, you've got your boy Morata. You've got
Morata.
Costa up in there. You've got Isco. You've got Koke.
True, and
You've got Saul. You know,
true, and they can take players from Atleti.
But they also have liability in PK and Sergio Ramos. So.
Well, no, they can take players from Atleti. Most of it.
Diego Costa.
well, really, that Atletico defense is Uruguayan and Brazilian. mainly.
Yeah, so
So
How is Sergio Ramos a liability? Sure, he makes rash
defensively
mistakes.
he's a liability. man,
Okay,
so.
but did you see Aguero? Did you see Aguero in the semifinals? at all?
Aguero was pretty crap, man. I mean, overall.
I mean, come on, though, man.
to be
The guy-
honest,
the guy was
I
garbage.
wouldn't call.
You gotta give him
I would say PK is more of a You know what? I wouldn't say they're either of a liability. For me, I think because remember,
He's just an idiot.
I told you there's not a killer team in these Euros. That's what I'm trying to tell you, boys.
You don't think France has the makings of like a killer team?
Giroud. There we
Not
go.
really.
If this
France
team
is
was
a
like
couple of
4
good
years old,
players.
Thank you.
then I
Basically,
would say,
Mohamed made the key points.
Are they not taking Benzema, right?
That's
So maybe not.
Benzema was going. Let's talk.
Oh no, Benzema's not doing anything.
Are they taking
Let's
Conte?
talk.
Are they taking Conte?
They have to.
They are taking Canton.
They're gonna have Payet. They're gonna have.
I was talking about Griezmann and midfielders for me. But Mohamed, to counter your points though, France won the World Cup with Stefan Givash as striker.
It's Giroud, man. It's a whole different ball game.
No, Mohamed, no. Don't compare Stefan Givash. He didn't even see a shot on goal.
You see what you know what my point is, because all these teams have potential, but looking across the board, the coaches, their managers, Italy have a good coach, Conte. All the rest are clowns. Let's keep it straight.
Conte's a clown, man.
Conte's not even gonna take Balotelli. That's why I don't trust him at Chelsea,
Man
yo.
should come out of retirement and play for France.
So should Henri then. So should fucking Marcel Desailly and
No,
shit.
no, no.
Like,
For me, no, guys. I think like basically all I'm saying is that Spain, guys, man. Let me just say this right now, man. If these people
Yep.
allow Spain to win that Euros, short it
Oh
down.
no, trust me, they won't win. Cause
Del Bosque doesn't know how to use.
yeah, Del Bosque is an idiot. Cause he will take Iniesta. Iniesta is past it. Instead of taking,
He's still the best player.
Guys, can I just say one word? Can I say one word?
Shut it down. That's what I'm saying.
Guys,
That's
can
what
I
I'm
say one
saying.
word, please? Italy. Everyone always leaves Italy out. But
Who is their striker?
That
Who-
horse,
Listen,
Polish nuke, man.
they always surprise.
The Polish nuke. The Polish nuke. Those are my dark horses. The Polish nuke.
They have Szczesny in goal, Double H.
So
that means they're going to ship at least 7 goals.
Their team is overrated, man.
Lashikovsky or whatever.
There's literally
if
one
the
good
Polish
player.
nuke is in that, if it's fit and ready, guys, man, those are my dark horses. The
Well,
Polish
Wales. What about Wales?
Listen,
Look, man,
Conte needs.
give three lions a bit of credit, man. 3 lions. Who knows, man, about 3 lions?
They have
England-
Sterling. They have,
England could do
No,
something.
because we've got Hodgson in charge. He's
Our
gonna start.
Switzerland.
He's gonna start Rooney as a striker.
I mean, last time they made it to the semi, so you know.
Oh gosh, man, Roy. No, guys, on the real, man. How is it that you finish the bottom of a group that includes Costa Rica at a World Cup and you still keep your job? How is that possible? You finish with 1 point, one solitary point, and you still keep your job?
Maybe it's
Gerrard.
match fixing or something.
It was
Maybe
Gerrard.
it was Keylor Navas.
Look, man, for me, I think I just find that suspect. But like, I mean, Germany, I'm sorry, they're not favorites for the whole thing. But look, France,
They are
I get it.
favourites.
Basically, I understand where people are coming with the France.
France are
Their
favourites.
hosts, Griezmann is money, Payet is money.
yeah, but who's their coach? Who's their coach?
Is it
Who's the coach?
Cheddar in that team. We've also got Giroud as striker, and that's a problem. But
Imagine a France-Italy final in France.
Gignac is overweight, so it's like.
They got Martial. He's good.
You can start Martial, you can start Lacazette, you can start...
These guys have a team, man. I forgot about Martial. The guys, they're a team. These guys have a team. These guys have a team.
Pogba,
But I think that
Griezmann. They are the favourites in terms of the bookies, but
The quality, man.
I think it will all depend with the coaches. That's the main, because every team has potential, but the coach, some coaches, I think the coach will depend.
Juju, man, France played really well in the World Cup 2 years ago.
Yeah,
What do you guys think about Portugal?
Lucky, man, against look, they lost to the winners.
What do you guys think about Portugal?
They did concede 7, so.
Oh, that's right. Yo, Portugal. That's true. That's true.
no.
Oh no, they're nothing.
I'm asking
Without
you
Chris.
I'm not saying that
Portugal's
they're
a lot of young
favorites.
talent. Portugal has a lot
Like-
of young talent.
Do you know, literally, if Portugal win that Euros, but I'm shutting down the football hotspot. There is no way I can show my face ever again if that guy wins.
The Sanchez guy is. They say the Sanchez guy is really good. Like he's another great one after Cristiano. The Sanchez guy that Man United buy from Portugal.
No. You've got some pretty. Look, my main guy, what's it called? Moutinho. That guy, like, one of them. I mean, that's like a
Could you imagine if Portugal and Argentina won like their what the fuck? The Copa America and the Euros at the same time.
Copa America, that was a made-up tournament. That
Then
doesn't count.
basically, I'd be a mess. Because for me, I'm saying, like, no. But on my call, on the real, if Argentina won the Copa America, I'd be like, okay, it's about damn time. If
That doesn't
Portugal won those Euros, man, I can't show my face.
Would there be an asterisk next to this Copa America because it's like some fake tournament that they made up just for publicity?
It's not
Like,
really.
oh, it's the 100th anniversary.
Let's be real, man. 100 years is 100 years.
So
That is
what?
how to commemorate 100 years. You
It's
just
still
have to.
fake, though.
So I think, like, even if it's only a year
It
after.
would be like having the World Cup like 2 years in a row or something like just
That'd
because
be
it's
good,
at the
man.
100th
That'd be
World
good.
Cup.
Wait, was it a centenary for the World Cup?
It hasn't been 100
No.
years, has it? The World Cup
Listen,
started
you
in
know something
1930.
about-
When was the first World Cup? The first World Cup was 1930.
1930, so
So is there going to be one?
yeah, but there's going to be a one in 2030 anyway.
something.
Even it's going to be one in 2030.
Oh yeah, because it'll just be the 25th anniversary. So
Yeah. Oh, okay, no, basically, no. Look,
I'm just
basically,
saying that the Argentina one is fake if they win it.
yeah. Okay, look, okay. For me, it will be. Let's just say it will be a bit dodgy, but guys, please, if Cristiano wins for Portugal, man, Oh my
No,
god.
he won't.
He'd have to be
The
considered
amount,
the best.
the amount of people that would just start talking and talking and like I wouldn't be able to say anything.
The ghost Sparkies.
Have hope, please. Listen,
What?
if Cristiano wins the Euros, even you would have to admit that's a merit that Messi hasn't matched. You have to admit that.
Ah, shut up. Messi's not
listen.
even on the same level
I
as
mean,
Cristiano.
no,
It's like
let's be
different
real. Let's be real.
breeds.
If
I
Cristiano,
personally think
depends on the
hold on.
person.
I personally think Messi is a much better footballer than Cristiano, much better. But if he wins the Euros, that's a merit. That's a merit that Messi is not.
Okay, no. For me, it's not, okay. Put it this way. Let's be real now. If Cristiano was to win the Euros with Portugal and he ended up as top scorer, scoring winners and scoring in the final, for me, that's a greater feat than whatever Messi does with Argentina. Because Portugal are just so much more of a worse team.
Plus, it's more competition in the Euros as well.
That's better than what Messi's
Yeah,
ever
no,
done.
it's not
Because
really
Messi-
competition. It's just based on how much more Christina has to do with the kind of like bricklayers he has in his team.
Because Argentina
that's
are
true,
loaded, you have to
Argentina's team
remember.
is-
So with
Argentina's
that
team's a
logic,
lot
it's better than what Messi's ever done.
Argentina, Portugal don't have a
that's
Di
just-
Maria or an
No.
Aguero.
Yeah, look, man. For me, that's why people like to say Messi can't talk. He cannot talk. That Argentina team, this is the best Argentina team that they've ever had. So you can't talk. You can't talk. Two finals, my friend, and you couldn't do it in two finals. Come on, man. Come on.
He's gonna win the next World Cup. Just watch it.
Look, I'm
wins-
watching, man. I'm watching, but I'm not believing. You know.
If he wins the next World Cup, he's the greatest of all time. You all have to admit.
Well, yeah, that would be.
I have a
undisputed.
conspiracy theory that there's no way, like, a non-white team is going to win the 2018 World Cup in Russia.
Oh, Miracle!
There's no
I'll say
way
no. Let me go further. Oh, Miracle,
I'm black, so
let me
and
go
the African
further.
team hasn't even been in the
What does
World
that-
Cup.
what does
But
that
what
mean,
I'm
man?
saying,
Than that. I'm saying right now, 2018, Russia are winning.
What if a team has a black person in their team?
No, Russia are winning that World Cup in 2018.
there's no way anybody else.
is
But
hosting the World Cup and Russia are not winning that World Cup. So
Yeah, I can't.
for
see
me, like
that.
if I was like a Nigerian delegation, I wouldn't even go to Russia. I say, look, man, because he's going to bring some wolves, some spies. He's going to bring like the Winter Soldier and some stuff.
the
And just-
Black Panther.
Well, no, Black Panther for like us and Nigeria boys to connect, but he'll be bringing Winter Soldier, like all this kind of crazy stuff. So 2018, like for me, I think Russia will win it because
I wouldn't go if I had tickets though, bro. Like I'm not going
Are you
Russia.
mad? Russia? Are you crazy?
I think North Korea has a better chance than winning than Russia.
No. I mean, because look, I mean, at the end of the day, look, it's
North
Russia.
Korea has a better chance than winning than Russia.
No. Russia can actually play for football. They should have a decent team, and also they're playing at home. So, and you know that they're going to fix it in a way where, like, they at least get to the knockout stages, or else they'll all be shot. So, but for me, look, but I think Euros, man. I think this could be a very, very, very exciting Euros, man. I think this could be very exciting because it's so open. Remember, like last Euros, it was all about Germany or Spain, but it was really Germany. This is the first one where like Germany are not all-out favorites. Spain, we know that they're not all-out favorites. Italy are dark horses. Holland are not even in the bloody thing. Portugal, they don't really have that great a team.
That's such a disgrace, man, about the Netherlands.
Man,
Can Muller break Klose's record in the Euros this year? He can, right? I'm pretty sure it's only 4 goals.
no. I thought, isn't this for World Cup or international goals?
It's
I
World Cup.
World Cup, closest record's World Cup.
Yeah, no. I think the World Cup. He's gonna break that record easy, man. Come on, like the guy is like 19 or 18 or something. No, so he can easily break that record. But I think the thing with Germany is that they've got the players, man. But you have to go with a striker. And for me, them not having Klose and Lam is huge. But still, I'm just looking at Spain. They have guys, man. Spain have guys. And look, you've got this guy Saul as well. They've got guys that can play. I'm looking at Villarreal and Sevilla, some of the Spanish guys in this team. I'm looking at what Gavi's doing. If Del Bosque just picks the right team and the right squad, makes the right...
That's a big if, Double H.
But the problem is they haven't played that much together. And they all have different styles in which they play.
And their
like,
best
different
striker's
teams.
fucking Brazilian. I mean,
You know what? You know what?
Doesn't
I
fit.
think he should take Blondie.
Yeah,
I do too.
I think he should take Blondie.
he doesn't fit. Costa.
No, not yet. No, yeah. Costa doesn't fit with them.
That's the
Could you
problem
guys
with
imagine if Costa actually played for Brazil, so they wouldn't have to play like Fred and Joe and Pato and these people?
Actually, to be
That
honest,
that was Brazil's generational striker, and he
Fred
plays
didn't
for
play
Spain.
bad. Fred didn't actually play bad. If you look at the games, no one passed the ball to him. If you actually watch the games,
No, no,
Do
no,
I,
no,
do I
no.
need to say 7-1, or shall I just leave that for
Fred,
later?
Fred is
No,
the
Fred
worst
was.
player I've ever seen in my life. In
Fred
any
was
team.
no, but then that it wasn't all Fred's fault. I mean, like I think the biggest culprit was Scolari. Like Scolari was the guy just wasn't like look again. It goes back to that game because really everything was building up to that game. Because remember, against
That's why I kind of worry for France, because that pressure could get to them of playing in front of your home fans.
no, with Brazil. With Brazil, they were not.
Chile should have beaten them. Colombia should have beaten them. Especially Chile. Remember that chance to the last minute? So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah. But no, it started earlier than that.
once they
started
played
that-
the team, they were gonna get.
It started in the beginning of the tournament because they were supposed to lose against Croatia, but those like there was the penalty decision because there were protests and everything, and they didn't want the country to be like protests to continue, so they wanted Brazil to win, and the penalty. I mean, that was not even a penalty. Everyone saw it.
What I'm saying is that don't put the blame on my boy Marcelo. Marcelo was not to blame for 7-1.
Have hope.
He
Have
He scored
hope.
an own goal.
Yes, Andrew. What do you want? Andrew, what do you want?
Hypothetically, if Bale gets Wales to the final of the Euros, what would you think of him? What would you think?
No, that would be literally one of the greatest individual feats I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't believe there's any chance in hell Wales can reach that final.
You see,
The best they can hope for is quarter. I don't think.
Yeah, that sheep shagger is not doing anything.
I don't think they can even sniff a semi. But no, look, just
can a team like Wales get to a final and Bale be their best player? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Guys, Greece 2004. Guys, Greece.
I mean, but look, man, Andrew, this thing they happen once.
Leicester.
Like same thing with Leicester, it happens once every blue moon. Hence why you're a clown for putting one kobo on Burnley to win the Premiership next season. But look, if Bale takes Wales to a semi final, that'd be one of the greatest feats
They're not
ever.
getting